Hello and welcome back to this podcast, the Business and AI podcast. Today we'll be diving into our second book. This book is called Prediction Machines: The Simple Economics of Artificial Intelligence, and it's written by Ajay Agrawal, Joshua Gans, and Avi Goldberg. And I have chosen this book because it simplifies the buzz around AI and breaks it down into its economic essence. So, if you've ever wondered what AI really means for your business, for your career, or even for the society at large, this book is for you. In this episode, we are going to be exploring the first two chapters. The first one, Machine Intelligence, and the second one, Chip Changes Everything. These chapters set the stage, explaining what AI truly is and how its ability to make predictions cheaply is transforming industries and lives. So, stick around because not only will we unpack the key themes and examples from these chapters, but I'll try to also critically evaluate the author's arguments and show you how to apply these insights in today's rapidly changing world. Let's start by looking at chapter 1, Machine Intelligence. So this chapter sets a compelling scene with an everyday scenario: a child asking Alexa a question about the capital of Delaware. And in just a moment, Alexa, Amazon's AI assistant, as we all know, provides the answer faster than the parents could even process the question. So this example illustrates the crux of AI's power, which is prediction. The authors argue that what we call artificial intelligence is better understood as prediction, which is filling in missing information. According to them, prediction is a core element of decision making, which makes AI a tool that influences everything from business strategies to personal choices. They also discuss the history of AI innovation, referencing the work of Toronto researchers who demonstrated deep learning's potential a decade ago. The Creative Destruction Lab in Toronto is highlighted as a hub where AI startups have flourished, offering practical applications like fraud detection, customer service optimization, and medical diagnosis. So, the key takeaway from this chapter is that AI is not magic or intelligence in the human sense. It's a statistical tool that enables us to make better predictions, and these predictions are reshaping how we think about decision making. The second chapter builds on this by arguing that chip prediction is as transformative as past technological revolutions, like the steam engine or electricity. When the cost of something fundamentally drops drastically, the effects ripple through the economy in unexpected ways. The authors use the historical example of artificial light. In the 18th century, light was so expensive that people conserved its use. Today, it's so cheap that we don't even think twice about flipping a switch. This drop in cost changed how we live and work. So similarly, when prediction becomes cheap, it finds application where we never imagined. A standout example is autonomous vehicles. So initially, self-driving cars would only operate in controlled environments like warehouses where engineers manually programmed every potential if then scenario. However, by reframing navigation as a prediction problem, asking what would a human do in this situation, AI has enabled vehicles to operate in the chaotic, unpredictable real world. So, chip prediction doesn't just replace human tasks, it transforms them, creating entirely new opportunities and business models. The authors in these chapters excel at breaking down a complex topic into something relatable. The analogy of AI as a prediction machine simplifies the concept beautifully. The historical parallels, like artificial lights, illuminating Pun intended. Okay, these examples make the case that AI isn't just about technology, it's about economics, and they've argued these points persuasively, and I think that this works, you know. But while this analogy of chip prediction is compelling, the authors occasionally gloss over the ethical and societal implications. For example, while they highlight how chip prediction enables autonomous vehicles, they don't delve deeply into the regulatory or ethical challenges such as accidents caused by AI or job displacement for truck drivers. These are crucial aspects that deserve more attention. So, over to you, listening to me right now. What the why does this AI, as we have discussed in this chapter, why does it matter to you? Um, if you can share that in the comment section, that would be great. Prediction machines are already affecting your life, whether you realize it or not. So, just as we talked about from the last book that we looked at extensively, Netflix, right, or Amazon, fraud detection by your bank, or even facial recognition technology in your phone. These are all the ways it affects you every other day. Understanding AI as chip prediction, for me, it demystifies its role and helps you see how it's reshaping the future of work, business, and society. So, how can we apply these insights today? Let's talk a little bit about how to apply this today. So, take example of weather prediction, a staple of decision making in industries like agriculture, logistics, and event planning. Recently, companies like Tomorrow.io have used AI to deliver hyperlogical weather predictions that help farmers optimize crop yield or airlines reduce delay. This is a direct application of the chip prediction principle. So think about your own field for a moment. Can you identify a decision making process that's limited by uncertainty? Whether you're in marketing, healthcare, education, ask yourself, what data do I have? And what predictions could AI help me make? So I think this should be the question you ask yourself as you listen to me. What data do I have within my reach? And with this data, what predictions could AI help me make? So let's look at two questions for your reflection today. The first question I'm going to ask is, how might chip prediction disrupt your industry or your career or your life? Have you thought about that? Maybe think about that for a moment. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Also, the second reflective or reflection question I'm going to ask is, are there areas where prediction technology might cause unintended consequences, such as maybe privacy concerns or job displacement? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section. So to recap, chapter 1 and chapter 2 of this book introduces us to the idea that AI isn't about creating intelligence, it's about making predictions cheaply, which, well, I kind of agree with and I kind of don't agree with. So this shift is transforming how we make decisions and creating opportunities to reimagine workflows, industries, and even entire economies. I would think that this is a simplistic view of what AI really is. So, but in the next episode, we'll dive into chapter 3 and 4, exploring how prediction machines work, their magic, and how prediction is often mistaken for intelligence. I'll also share fascinating examples from cutting edge industries that are using AI to tackle complex problems. So, if you enjoyed this podcast, this episode, don't forget to like and to subscribe and to share with a friend who's curious about the future of AI. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep exploring.